All right, we are here. We're getting ready for the very last stage demo of E3 2007. We're going to shut it down GameSpot style. You might hear a little bit of noise in the background, because, not just because of the crowd that's standing around. Where'd this crowd come from? Where is this?
We're just letting people in off the pier or something?
Where are all these people doing here? We need you to be quiet, because we're doing a sound check for Rock Band over there. Stop making all the noise. They're going to practice. They're going to make some noise. You guys, whatever you got to do, we got some technical people that'll help you out. It's cool. We're not showing you the game yet. We got to make sure the demo is perfect. Get them some sound so they can test and everything will be cool. We're going to hang out right here. Make sure they're like, yeah. Because a game like Rock Band on a stage like GameSpot's needs its time.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
This takes some setup. This isn't someone showing up with an Xbox, plugging it into our setup, and having a controller.
No.
They have to bring some hardware.
Yeah.
And an actual damn band, sir.
Yeah.
Yes.
There's all kinds of people. They're gonna do their thing. So, all right, Ryan, I didn't hear a word you said to any of those editors who over here helping these guys set up. What is the summary?
I could have kept going too. They kept on waving at me and saying, "Stop!"
In 5 words or less, summarize the new E3 based on what everyone told you. Perfect. Yeah, that's it. That's the new E3 right
5
there.
words. Come on.
5
You
words.
do
Come on. Okay. That's what it is. It has its highs, it has its lows. Our venue, it was awesome. We had a whole bunch of stuff come through here.
Yeah, totally.
It didn't seem like everybody was ready for this new format of E3.
Yeah.
GameSpot was, the GameSpot audience was, and that's really all that matters to me.
Let's stop talking and start rocking.
You guys ready? All right. We're going to talk to them in a little bit. Ladies and gentlemen, I introduce Harmonix. Woo!
Well, hello, GameSpot.
Ladies and gentlemen, Alex, Helen, Grace, and Matt representing Harmonix playing Rock Band. Woo! Oh man, let's give Alex a mic. No, don't worry, they'll play again. we got more coming. You guys, we're going to talk a little bit about Rock Band. That was awesome.
Thanks.
I feel like we have like a house band now, and we should have just had you guys here for the whole show, all 3 days.
Well, we can just keep playing if you'd like.
You really?
Yeah, sure.
Well, let's talk for a couple minutes, then we'll get. I know we have a whole bunch of Gamespot editors who'd like a shot at it too. Obviously, won't be as good as what we just saw. But Alex, tell us about Rock Band. Tell us what Harmonix is doing. Talk to us about these awesome new controllers you guys have made.
Well, Rock Band, this is kind of a dream project for us because this is a game that we've been dreaming of making for years and years, and we finally have had an opportunity to make it. So it's kind of a dream come true for us to make a game of this scale. And what's really special about Rock Band compared to any of the games that have come before it is that, music games before have really focused more on kind of the individual music making act, which is great as far as it goes, but there's a whole other layer of the experience of music making that comes when a group of people get together and feel that kind of intense togetherness that comes from music making as a group. And that's the heart of what we're going after in Rock Band, and it's just, it feels incredible.
Watching the four of you perform like this, how many times you guys play this together, and how do you get any work done at the office?
Well, yeah, this group, I think this is the first time we've ever played together, actually, yeah.
It looks like it's a great debut. Happy to be part of it. It looks like you guys have been playing together for years.
Well,
Do you have a name for us?
Harmonix.
It's the end of E3, so we've already opened the Jack Daniels this afternoon. So
I noticed you still got it in the shot there. We tried hiding it, and you guys still managed to get in there. That's cool. It's cool. Watching you guys and your stratospheric rise over the last couple of years, starting with Guitar Hero and now getting to do Rock Band, you guys, you're like a rock band of developers.
Well, it's been a long, really unglamorous decade that we spent getting to this point.
You got to play the clubs first.
That's right, absolutely.
Well, let's start. We got to talk about this amazing new guitar. We got to talk about the drums. Got to talk about the microphone. And we'll get a shot of them. Alex, tell us how they work. I noticed first the guitar. It's got a couple extra buttons on the one we used to see.
Yeah, so we're working with Fender. We created a guitar controller that's a really lifelike replica of the Stratocaster guitar. Very nice, Vanna. Okay, so aside from just making a kind of bigger, heftier, more authentic feeling guitar controller than what we had seen before, we also added a few twists to the actual gameplay interface. So the first thing is that we added 5 extra buttons, which are for soloing on the guitar. So in the gameplay, there's special guitar solo sections where in those sections you can just use hammer technique on the high buttons on the neck, which means you don't have to strum. You just hammer your finger down to play the note. So for really fast passages, you can actually use 2 hands to do to cover all the buttons for finger tapping. Or if you just if you want, you can actually just play the whole thing with one hand and keep your second hand free for showboating, which is very important. And then another cool thing that we added was the Fender 5-way switch on the guitar, which actually allows you to change the sound of the guitar on the fly. We have all these digital effects like flange and chorus and echo and wah. And when you if you deploy power-ups in the game, for example, it kicks in the sonic effects, and you can actually change the sound of the guitar on the fly, which is also a heck of a lot of fun.
That is some level of detail.
Yeah, well, we really, for Rock Band, just a core design mandate that was guiding a lot of the decisions that we made through the process was just authenticity. We really, we felt like with this game, it was time for us to just try to make as genuine a music-making experience as we possibly could. And so that shows up in everything from the hardware design to the music selection and our, pursuit of original master recordings to which artists we would go after, to a lot of the gameplay decisions we made as well. So we're really happy at how it's ended up.
I love how just putting the color for the buttons on the sides of the neck make it look so much more realistic. Obviously, you can still see the buttons just as well, but you look at it straight on, you're looking at a real guitar.
Yeah, well, as I said, we wanted it to not look or feel like a toy as much as possible. We wanted it to look like the real thing.
Cool. All right, well, that's the guitar. Tell us about the drums you were just rocking on.
Okay, so same thing. I'm a drummer myself, a really shitty drummer, but I'm a drummer myself.
Good right there.
And so for us, it was these things are expensive to make, and of course there's like a temptation to make sort of a smaller piece of hardware for the drums. But we just felt in the same spirit of authenticity that we really needed to make a big substantial piece of hardware on which someone could sit down and have a real drumming experience. And so what you'll see over here is there's a kick pedal for playing the bass drum and on an aluminum frame, and then 4 pads at the top. One of the pads, the right one on the left, is pretty much always the snare drum, and then the 3 pads to the right of that, they sort of do double duty. Most of the time they're cymbals, hi-hat, ride, and crash, but when you get to drum fills, they turn into tom-toms, and we actually support freestyle drum fills in the game as well. And which brings me to a really important point about the drumming game, which is that unlike the guitar game, for example, you can beat the game on the highest difficulty level and have become an incredibly proficient player of the guitar simulation game, but you can't then pick up like a real guitar and start shredding on the guitar. But with the drums, you start playing the game. Of course, you're not a drummer, you have no experience with the drums, and you start out on easy, but you slowly, as you work your way through you get in at the ground floor, and as you work your way through the game campaign, you work your way up to the highest difficulty levels, you're playing real drum patterns, and when you can take that same person who's been playing this game for a couple months and sit them down at a real drum set, and they can start playing the drums. And actually watching, well, first of all, just the tester to Harmonix, like dozens of them turn into drummers over the course of months has been amazing. And so just the idea of dreaming of, okay, we're going to ship this game and like 1 million new young drummers are going to get trained playing this game. It's a really exciting part of it for us.
In 5th grade or 4th grade, when it's time for everyone to pick out an instrument to learn, I wanted to learn the drums. My mom made me take the saxophone. I don't regret it, Mom, but this is my chance.
Yes, well now it's, all these, so 5th graders this Christmas can be, saying, Mom, Dad, for my music education purposes, you really need to get me this video game.
Yes.
It's as mom-friendly as rock gets.
Yes.
Awesome. Cool. And the microphone, it's a microphone?
Yeah, the microphone is pretty much a microphone. There's not too much to say.
Best models.
This is just their day job.
Nice. All right, well, let's get the numbers out of the way then so we can get back to rocking. How much is it going to cost?
We haven't decided yet. Certain decisions like $700-800 probably. No, we haven't decided. We haven't made decisions about pricing or which sorts of packaging or which bundle configurations. That stuff we're all thinking about right now.
Take your time with it. You guys want? Oh wait, do you want to play some more? You guys want to show us some parts of the game?
Oh well, it's up to you. What would you like us to do next?
All right. Well, let's take a look at the character creation.
Oh right.
And
Okay.
and then we'll just play music until they shut the power off.
That's great. So that's something we haven't talked much about this week at the show. But actually, one of the big distinctions between this game and what we've done in the past is that we, instead of using canned characters, for us, this is a kind of, we want this to be a genuine music making experience where people are really feel connected and are identifying themselves with the characters in the game that are portraying them in the game. And so instead of using canned characters, we thought it was essential that there be a character creator with a very high degree of customizability. So you can, create and craft your own personal rock star avatars.
Nice.
So let's see, who's driving? Helen, you got us up in there? All right, thanks.
Matt's already there.
It's me.
And
It already says Matt. Cool.
you're gonna make a me on there? Okay. Hometown's Boston. So the way the way the campaign works is you start in the hometown playing in these crappy little clubs, and you slowly work up. You make enough money or whatever to get a van, and then you can start touring, and then you eventually get a manager and a promoter, and eventually get signed to a label, and you get a tour bus, and eventually end up on a jet and get to go play in Tokyo and all this stuff. So
awesome.
So you pick your hometown just for the start of the campaign,
And it has to be like a real city, I'm guessing.
yeah, there's a bunch of real cities. There's this whole world map that you navigate through. Also, when you create your character, one of the things that you do is choose their attitude, and that's really governs their animations in the game. And when we did the motion capture for these for the stage performances, we went out and we tracked down real musicians and real bands in New York that we love. In St. Mark's, and we brought them into the studio and recorded them, and we went for performers in a lot of different genres. So we found some punk musicians that we love and metal musicians that we love, and got them in to do real stage performance animation for us. We got them nice and liquored up for it, and they were fantastic. So we've got all this great animation in the game that's all real stage animation, and because it's partitioned into these different music genres, you can sort of choose a lot of the physical identity of the way that your character moves in the game as well. So actually,
What are these dollar signs I'm getting thrown around here?
well, you need to make money, much like in real life. You need to earn money in the game by doing gigs to be able to actually shop for clothes. And as you move to different cities, there are different types of clothing and different stores and whatnot you can go to get new duds. So And as you get, richer by becoming a better band, then you can get cooler and cooler clothes as well.
Awesome. And then after you make this character, you can take him everywhere?
Yeah. You create your character that's, for a particular instrument. You can make different characters for different instruments, and then, you're making your character who will represent you when you go online and are playing with your band, either in your living room or online and playing with your band and doing a world tour online. This is your avatar.
Tell us about the online. How'd you guys make it work?
Yeah, that's something it's something we're not talking much about yet, but suffice it to say, we've come up with a really interesting solution to the network latency issues, and it works fantastically well. And the band game online is hugely fun. We're very proud of it.
Awesome. That's all we really care about, that it works.
It does. It's rock solid.
Now, Helen, I understand you are an actual, real, honest-to-goodness musician.
Well, that might be a stretch. But I do play in a band.
Cool. What's it like being in a band and then playing this game, being part of this game?
It sounds like I'm just chilling right now, but it really is kind of a fine line.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's like, the experience is so similar. Like, our guitar parts are authored by real guitarists, and the vocals are, like, really carefully monitored, and it's amazing how much it's about performance and just having fun with it. And, like, people get really into their own instrument, and they can't imagine, like, wanting to play something else, and it's just like, yeah, it's pretty similar. It's really cool.
Are you going to pick up Peter Moore for your band anytime soon?
Well, I play in an all-girl band, plus, like, well, my girls in my band haven't hit pause on their guitars yet. Zing. Ouch. I'm calling you out, Peter Moore. What's up?
But, Peter redeemed himself on
Nice.
Wednesday night at the party. So.
I'll ask Peter if he wants to join Vagiant.
He also made up for it with enthusiasm,
He
which
did.
is what your games
We
are
played
great
at the
for.
Troubadour, and Peter Moore, wanted to jump in there, wanted to have his day in the sun. He was awesome, rocked out pretty hard. So, stick a wig on him, maybe he'll fill in for me.
An audition for Vagiant.
Tell us about the music in this game, anybody. It seems like every time I went back to my computer, I was getting a new press release about some new amazing announcement about Rock Band and music.
Well, this is one area where MTV has been hugely helpful, actually, and it's an area where we decided to invest big and just go huge. We're going for just titanic rock artists all the way back to the late 60s and the 70s, all the way up, of course, to big modern rock bands, but we want to cover a huge span of rock music, partly just time span, because the music is so important. Its evolution over the last 50 years is so important, but also different genres of rock, like everything from southern rock to metal to punk, to alternative and whatnot. And for us, this game is almost like a museum of rock, and it's the delivery of the feeling of music making is so powerful when you're playing this game that we just felt like it's an important venue to deliver like a history of rock and roll music to people in. And that was actually one of the reasons we got little Steven involved in the project as well. And another important thing is that, of course, there's a bunch of music on the game disc, but for us, it's not just about that soundtrack. For us, this isn't just a game or a game title. It's a platform for experiencing music. And so more important than the music that's on the initial disc is our plans for online. And we're actually planning, as I said, on delivering literally hundreds of songs onto the platform in the first year, and we're planning on releasing new music, like game expansion levels, every single week after launch.
Awesome. And I'm sure you guys have ideas coming in. I'm sure your crew is helping out. You got MTV helping you out.
Yeah, and of course, we actually want our audience to help us out.
Nice.
That's one of the reasons we opened up forums on rockband.com for this, and it's something we'll do over time. We desperately want our audience to tell us what is the music you're dying to play in the game, because that really will affect our decision making about which music we go out and get.
More Stevie Ray Vaughan.
Okay. Noted.
Thank you. Well, I was going to say, I know we have editors who want to play. I want to hear you guys play again.
Okay.
Because I think you guys bring it, and if we talked about this game so much and then had the editors come up here and then maybe they didn't do so well, that might be a little anticlimactic. But maybe you guys play, they'll play, and you'll play again.
Yeah,
Three
we'll
songs?
figure something out. So,
All right, what do you guys want to play next?
Maybe some Bowie? Some Bowie.
Heck
sound.
yeah.
Okay.
All right. Set it up.
We're going to
Nice.
make Matt sing because he's already wearing eyeliner.
Awesome. Everyone, once again, Alex, Helen, Grace, Matt, we call them Harmonix. You guys have a better name? The Harmonix! Now you're like a 1950s one-hit wonder band. We don't want that. I'm going to get out of the shot. Catch you later. Let's get some noise in Matt's microphone for him real quick.
The loading times are just because we're pre-optimization software. So
It's E3.
don't
Loading
get
times
worried.
are cool.
Don't
It's
get worried.
cool.
You'll be rocking real hard, real fast.
Thank you.
Give it up for Matt Bach.
Your first time not singing out.
I know. It's gonna be a lot better. We love you, Ellen. Woo!
Hey man, oh, leave me alone, you know. Hey man, whenever I get off the phone, I got to, hey man, I got to sit in my face. This mellow logic just put my spine out of place. Hey man, my school days insane. Hey man, my work's down the drain. Hey man, she's been so blam blam. She said she had to squeeze it, but she, and then she, oh, don't lean on me, man, 'cause you can't afford what she get. Back on something with she get. Oh, don't lean on me, man, 'cause you ain't got time to check it. You know I'm not with she get. Outside. Just alright. Hey man, I never told me I'm kind away. Hey man, I can take the sound away. Hey man, you really don't crack yet. There's only one more on it, here she comes, here she comes. Now don't lean on me, man, 'cause you can't afford to get. Back on something with the shit. Oh, don't lean on me, man, 'cause you ain't got time to get. You know I'm not with the shit. It's outside. She's alright. Oh, hit me. Oh, don't lean on me, man, 'cause you can't afford to get. Oh, back on something with shit. Oh, don't lean on me, man, 'cause you ain't got time to get. You know I'm something with shit. Oh, don't lean on me, man, 'cause you can't afford to get. Oh, back on something with shit. Don't lean on me, man, 'cause you ain't got time to get. You know I'm something with shit. Outside. Oh, she's alright. I'm not gonna see it. I'm not gonna see it. I'm back with something we can see it. I'm back with something we can see it. Oh, something we can see it. Oh, something we can see it. Oh, how, something we can see it. Oh, how, yeah. Oh, and then baby, man. Something we can see it. Something we can see it. Right, alright. Something we can see it. Ooh, fine. Something we can see it. Oh, something we can see it. Oh, something we can see it. Oh, something we can see it.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Harmonix.
Now it's your turn.
All right, so from the awesome entertainment level of 4 professionals playing this game, let's get the hilarity of folks who never played it before. Ryan Davis, Alex Navarro, Brad Shoemaker, Jeff Gersman. Gamespot editors, come on up if you guys want to help them set up or something, or let them know what they got to do here. That was awesome. That was pretty good. Knock 'em dead, fellas. Knock 'em dead.
Yeah, you are. How you doing?
Nicely done, Alex. Nicely done.
Sure.
So I believe the song we are about to hear, New Jersey's own.
Is that the plan?
John.
Hell yeah.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
Good luck, guys.
I think we should just get in the audience.
You guys want to get in the audience?
Yeah, let's
All
do
right,
it.
get in the audience. Let me leave your mic. I'll hold on. I'll keep your microphones for you. Thank you. Does anyone need any more sunglasses? Any sunglasses? So, ladies and gentlemen, we call this band the Gamespot. The 6.8s. Do it. 6.5. Sorry, the 6.5s. New rating system. New rating system. Gentlemen, have fun. I'm gonna go over here again.
You don't want to come and join us?
No. I'm good. You guys gonna be okay? Rip it up.
Let's get some volume. Some house volume. Thank you. All right, Gamespot, are you ready to rock?
Woo!
Oh, I didn't know I was doing this song. That's okay, though.
What? What happened to Bon Jovi? Who? What? Boo! 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 We wanted Bon Jovi. We're going Bon Jovi. Wanted Dead or Alive. Yeah. Yeah, Matt, can you help him out? Yeah, exactly. What even was that? What were we just hearing? Oh. 6.8, 6.8, 6.8. Yeah, that's what we want to hear. What difficulty level are we doing here, fellas?
I'm doing easy.
Keep it easy. Easy listening. Nice, nice. We want to hear Brad sing at some point. We want to hear Brad sing.
Take off your top.
It's all the same. Only names have changed every day. It seems we're wasting away. I know the place where the faces are so cold. I drive all night just to get back home. I'm a cowboy. On a steel horse I ride. I want it, dead or alive. always go their separate ways. Sometimes you tell the day by the bottle that you drink. In times when you're alone, all you do is think. I'm a cowboy on a steel horse ride. I want it, dead or alive. Want it, dead or
Everything back? Oh, there he is.
on a steel horse ride. I want it, dead or alive. When I walk these streets with a six-string on my back, I play for keys, 'cause I might not make it back. I've been everywhere, still I'm standing tall. I've seen a million faces, and I've rocked them all. 'Cause I'm a cowboy on a steel horse ride. I want it, dead or alive. And I'm a cowboy. I got the night on my side. And I'm going dead or alive. And alright. Dead or alive. I still try. Dead or alive. Dead or alive. Dead or alive. Dead or
Nicely done, gentlemen. Nicely done. How was it, Ryan? First impressions?
Amazing. Magical.
Awesome. Should we get their Harmonix back up here one more time to bring us home? You guys got one more you want to play? One more? We'll converse real quick. Brad, I'm happy to say that we got to hear you wail a couple times there. It was good. Melodious tones. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. All right.
Thank you.
What are you guys going to do, Helen?
Well, now I'm kind of feeling like we can't follow that. That was beautiful.
You guys got any more? Yeah, wasn't it? Ryan,
guy's name, Brad?
that's Ryan.
Oh, Ryan.
Brad was on guitar.
Ryan. I'll talk to you later.
You guys got one more? You got, yeah?
I have a request.
How about, all right, what are our choices? What are our choices? Something loud, just like that. Something nice and loud. There you go. Ladies and gentlemen, one last time. As Ryan Davis said, this is officially the best way to close out any E3 ever. Ladies and gentlemen, rock band, one more time. The Harmonix.
Oh, somebody brought me a bat.
Matt, you seem like a big fan of the couch, I gotta say.
I mean, I don't have a leather couch at home. My couch at home is just full of mostly coins and lint. So this couch, whose couch is this? Can I have it?
Yeah, we'll talk afterwards. So we'll ask my boss Ryan afterwards.
Free couch.
Yeah, totally.
Hey, roommates. Free couch.
You just got to move it 3,000 miles. That's all.
That's fine. I'm moving all this equipment 3,000 miles. So.
All right, y'all have fun. Black Sabbath, the Harmonix.
All right, seriously, I know you guys are like working, but up here. Thank you. Somebody better throw their panties at me, or I'm out of here.
Finished with my woman 'cause she couldn't help me with my mind. People think I'm insane because I am frowning all the time. All day long I think of things, but nothing seems to satisfy. Think I lose my mind if I don't find something to pacify. Can you help me? Occupy my brain. Oh yeah. I need someone to show me the things in life that I can find. I can't see too many that make true happiness that must be blind. Make a joke and I will sigh, and you will laugh and I will cry. Happiness I cannot feel, and love to me is so unreal.
Mosh pit, I need it.
And so once you hear these words telling you now what I say, I tell you to enjoy life. I wish I could, but it's too late. Thank you, Gamespot. So much fun is here tonight.
I'd like to thank everyone from Harmonix for coming out. Nicely done. Way to rock, way to rock. Alex, nicely done. Grace, nicely done. Thanks for coming. From everybody on this end of the internet to everyone out there for watching, thank you very much. That's E3 2007. See you next year.